Creators, if a brand agency, podcast, or client asks you for a W-9 and you panic, you are not alone. But listen, this is one of those forms that can mess you up quietly if you fill it out wrong. Today, I'm going to walk you through the W-9 step by step, tell you exactly what to put on each line, and I'm going to show you the biggest mistakes creators make that's causing tax problems later. Let's get into it. So, a quick disclaimer, I'm sharing general education, not personal tax advice. If you need help based on your exact situation, I recommend that you work one-on-one with a tax professional. So, first, let's talk about what a W-9 is and what it is not. A W-9 is a form that you give someone who's paying you. It tells them your legal name, your tax classification, and your taxpayer identification number so they can issue you a 1099 later if needed. What a W-9 is not. It's not a form that you send to the IRS. It's not where you calculate your taxes. It is simply an information form so the company can report what they paid you. Before you fill it out, you must know this. Are you getting paid as your personal name or through a business? Because your W-9 must match how you file your taxes. If you don't have an LLC or a corporation set up, most creators are treated as sole proprietors by default, even if you have a stage name or a brand name. So let's fill it out. To complete the W-9 line by line, first I'm going to explain each section. So number one, if you are a sole proprietor with no business entity, this is your legal name. So you'll enter your first and last name here. If you have a single member LLC, but you file it on your personal return, then line one is still your legal name. But if you have a business name, you will enter it here on line two. Some common creator mistakes is they put their social media handle here or their brand name. Do not do that unless you have registered this business for tax purposes. Okay, line three. So if you are a individual sole proprietor, meaning you have not registered your business with your state, then you would check the box individual sole proprietor. Now, if you have a corporation, you would select corporation. If you have an S corp, you would select S corporation, partnership, trust, or estate. Now, here's some of the ways that people mess up on this section. If you are a LLC, but you have elected to be taxed as an S corporation, you would not select the S corporation. You would still select LLC, and you're going to come here and put S for S corporation tax classification. So again, do not automatically put S corporation. You're going to still select LLC and then put S right here for a S corporation or partnership. Okay. Don't worry about box number 4. You're going to come down. Make sure you fill out the address here for 5 and 6. Now, whoever is requesting this information, you can put their name here where it says requester's name and address, but it is optional. Okay, now here, if you elected to be taxed as an individual, again, meaning that you have not registered your business with the Secretary of State, then you're going to make sure you put your Social Security number here. So you should have something in box 1. You should have something here for your Social Security number. Now, if you are a sole proprietor, but you did get an EIN number and you would rather file taxes under your EIN number, then you would put your EIN number here and not your social. Now, if you elected to, if you have an LLC that's been registered with your state, you're going to put your LLC here, but you're going to come down here and put your EIN number and not your social. You're going to scroll all the way down and you will simply sign and date it, you all. That is all that you have to do for this form. Now let's do one, a dummy one. So let's just say we're going to fill out this form as someone who is a sole proprietor, meaning that they have not registered their business with the state. Um, they want to be taxed under their social security number. So you would put your first and last name. You're going to come down to box 3 and check individual sole proprietor. Not going to worry about box 4 for any exemptions. Box 5, we're going to put, just make up an address. Okay, so this is optional. So whoever is requesting this information, you could put their address here or not. And then as a sole proprietor, remember, we're going to put our social security number. Now, if you are a sole proprietor that went ahead and got an EIN number, then again, remember, you could put your EIN number instead of your social, but you must have got an EIN number from the IRS. And then we will come down here. So let's talk about the certification. You're going to sign and date it. By signing, you're confirming that the information is correct and that you're not subject to backup withholding unless you've been notified by the IRS that you are. Okay, so this was filled out as someone who is an individual being taxed personally on with their personal social security number. Now let's do it again with someone who is being taxed under their business. So this is going to be a LLC that is taxed as a corporation. So it's YouTube LLC. But remember, it's a limited liability company and I'm being taxed as a S corporation. Still not going to worry about box 4. Come down here, we'll use the same address. And then we could put the requester's address here. Okay, but instead of using a social, I have an EIN number that I want to use. So I would simply put my EIN number here. Okay, and then I will still come down here and sign. And just like that, you have completed the W-9. You are going to make sure that you submit this form to whoever the requester of it is. And this will allow them to be able to pay you based on how you identify as being paid, as an individual or as a business owner. The top mistakes that creators make, putting your stage name on social media or social media name on line 1 instead of your legal tax name, checking S Corp because it sounds official when you never filed the S Corp election, using the wrong EIN, like using a LLC EIN when your IRS expects your personal social security number for a disregarded single member LLC. Not matching your W-9 to your invoices, names should match to avoid payment delays and 1099 confusion. Ignoring it until the last minute, then you rush to get it and you get it wrong. So what happens after you submit this form. After submitting the W-9, the company keeps it on file for a while. If they pay you enough during the year, they may send you a 1099 NEC form. Usually, this is for contracted payments, or you may even get a 1099-K depending on how your payments are processed. And the truth is, you all, the IRS uses those forms to match what was reported to them with what you report on your tax return. So you want your information to be correct from the start. Your action item for today is simple. Go pull up the last W-9 you submitted and make sure that line 1 matches the name on your tax return. If it does not, fix it before tax time gets here. Drop a comment. Are you getting paid under your personal name or a business name? And if you want me to do a video next on how 1099s work for creators, say 1099 in the comments.